Hello! In this video we are going to be looking at property dualism and very quickly running over how it differs from both substance dualism and the dualism that occurs in epiphenomenalism. So, where substance dualists argue that the mind and body are separate substances, property dualists believe that whilst consciousness is non-physical, it is nonetheless a property of physical processes. However, unlike epiphenomenalists, property dualists do not believe that consciousness supervenes on particular physical processes. Now, supervenience is a key term. I've mentioned it before in other videos, but you really need to know what it is. So, epiphenomenalists believe that consciousness supervenes on a functionalist model of the mind. In other words, consciousness relies upon the existence of that particular functionalist model, okay? In the same kind of way as colour can be said to supervene on physical objects, right? Colour relies on physical objects for its existence because colour itself is not a physical object, in the same way that consciousness itself is not physical, all right? So, property dualists believe that two identical physical things could produce different qualia and thus be different insofar as they do so. Okay? Perhaps in the sense that two physical objects can produce different colours. So, for example, it is possible that two identical twins experience the world differently. That is, they have different qualia. Accordingly, we can say that these identical twins are physically identical, but differ in the sense of having different qualia, of having different experiences of the same thing. So, for example, they might have, both of them look at the colour green, and each of them might have different qualia, different experiences. All right. So, in that sense, we can use property dualism to say that, in fact, identical twins are perhaps not identical at all, right? Because although they're physically identical, there is the difference of qualia between them. All right. Now, there are questions there, of course, about how one can know that one experiences qualia differently from someone else. All right. But that's the general idea of property dualism. So, obviously, just to run over the idea again, property dualism differs from substance dualism in that property dualists believe that whilst consciousness is non-physical, it is nonetheless a property of physical processes, while substance dualists believe that mind and body are distinct physical entities. Right? Property dualists differ from epiphenomenalists in that they do not believe that consciousness supervenes on particular physical processes. Okay. Because they believe instead that two identical physical things could produce different qualia and as such be different things insofar as they do so. So that is just property dualism summarized, and it's something that you can use in relation to any dualist theory, whether it be substance dualism or another kind of physicalist dualism such as epiphenomenalism. You can use property dualism in a discussion of those things. Okay, that's the end of this video.